All right, we're back. We got the striper kit. The part number that you need is right here. The one I used was right here in the middle for the stamped deck. You want to make sure you're getting the right one. I found this one on Troy-Bilt's website under accessories for my model number. But if you have the same mower that I have, this is going to be what you need. And this right here is the most important bracket. This is what makes this different than the other ones. The fabricated deck, it's not the same. Absolutely not the same. These are $122, so they are not cheap. But if you take that part number and go over to Amazon and eBay, you can search from there. Example, again, $122. I got an OEM one. It was missing this roller. You can find the part number for that roller. I went on Amazon. I gave $5 for it. I gave $37 for this whole kit plus $5. So a lot cheaper than just ordering it straight from the manufacturer. And I still got an OEM product except for that wheel. That wheel is not an OEM. That's a Chinesium. But it should be fine for what we're doing. So let's get this installed, and we should be essentially done with the video once we get her installed. All right, so here we are at the table. And the first bracket that we're going to be installing is going to be the side bracket here. And there should really only be one way that it will go on. As you can see, these two bolt holes don't line up with anything. You see you got square holes. They give you carriage bolts. So we're going to be using them like that. Now, the directions y'all have to go look at them. I believe they want you to go from the outside or the inside out. My only real problem with that is I really don't want to look at the bolt heads being chrome. I could paint them. But I don't see no reasons why we shouldn't be able to go from outside in. So I'm going to install it like this, and I won't tighten anything up. I'll just get it all mocked up and see if there's any particular reason why. The only thing I can think of is they're probably guessing that you're going to install this with the mower on, which if this was on the mower, it would be very hard to get around to this side with a ratchet or a wrench or anything. 1/2-inch bolts. And like I said, we're just going to kind of snug it up there. Still loose. And same on this side here. But I would just much rather see that than the bolt heads. Call me OCD. I already know. And then one of the cool things about this is it is adjustable. You can see you got your slot and your 2 holes, and then your part has a hook, so you can hook it into either one of those holes, and it'll raise and lower it. For me, I'm going to go as low as I can, mainly just because I don't go below 3. Period. There's no exceptions. even when I have customers that say, you know, hey, can you mow it a little bit lower next time? Yeah, I can. And then I just leave it at that because I can, but I'm not. But I mean, yes, I can. I can do anything. But I don't go below 3. And that should be the lowest. And well, right there. The reason why they want you to go on the inside is because this is not long enough to reach and get a bolt on there. So let me turn that around, and I guess I'll just have to paint the bolt heads. All right, and I got that switched around. We'll try this again. Run it through a slotted hole. Keep stacking your rollers in. And you can't see it, I'll show you, but there are 2 holes on this side depending on what you're going to do over here for your adjustment, which we'll get into that as well. So let me get my I got my socket. Oh, here it is. Okay, and I'll show you what's going on here. Let me get you off the tripod because I'm going to have to get a wrench. So it's going to get real boring real quick because I might be able to fit a ratcheting wrench in there. So you got your 2 holes, you got your slotted area here. So if you wanted to raise this up, all you would do, move it from here to there. And then you would go to the other hole there. So pretty simple system, really. It's the same roller system that's on my bigger one. So yeah, let me go ahead and get this finished up here, and we'll talk about my opinions on this style of striper kit. And it might look weird because it's setting at that angle, but you have to understand that these decks do not fit level or even under your mower. They fit at an angle, so your left side will sit higher, your right side will sit back further, and that is to basically throw the grass in a certain direction. So let me get that tightened up and we'll finish this out. Yeah, and there you have it. That is the video on how to install striper kit on your MTD stamp deck. I appreciate you guys watching. I know the video is super short, but it's a really simple install. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
All right, so this is the ending of the installation of the striper kit. It was so cold out in the garage, my thumb, I couldn't even hardly feel my thumb. I had to get out of there real quick. But as I was leaving and I was looking everything over, I was like, man, I don't think this is right, and it wasn't. There was something that I messed up, and I'm gonna turn you around here at my computer screen to show you what I did wrong with the install, and it's the right side bracket. So let me turn you around here, and I'll show you what I'm looking at, and hopefully it'll help you not make this mistake like I did, because now I got to remove those 2 bolts and relocate. All right, so here we are at my computer here, and you can see here they used the other holes. There's 2 holes here, which the other 2 holes are behind the bracket there. So I'm going to have to remove that and move it over to the outside holes, and yeah, get that installed. But yeah, this is the website here, your Troy-Bilt website. And you can get all your part numbers and everything off of it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to move that, just because if I don't, it will probably eat into the tire, and it probably won't even go on, to be honest with you. But I'll have to install that. But you know, hey, everybody makes mistakes, and I was really pressured into getting that video done as quickly as possible just due to the weather and how cold it is. And again, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys watching my videos, especially if you've made it this far. If you have, please subscribe. Please like the video. I'm trying to grow this channel into something. You know, I'm trying to build it and trying to get more subscribers and stuff like that. So if you would, it's free. Just hit the subscribe button. And like always, I'll see you next time.